Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. My name's Mandy, and today we are going to make a planner for, I'm going to call it cheap. I feel like planners can be so expensive. Even happy planners, like, they've kind of gone up a little bit. The newer ones, I feel like they've gone to, are they up to like $35, you guys? Well, you can still find planners for pretty cheap, but I thought that I would kind of gather a few different things that I have to show you how I have made something very similar. I've made my wellness planner here. Quick flip through. This was a notebook before, so the dashboard tabs are double-sided. It has notebook paper in it, and I've actually even kept a lot of that notebook paper in there. I love the vibe of it. Here are some of my monthly layouts and weeklies. This is actually something I'm keeping track of my health journey stuff with. I have a couple other things, like if I need a daily page. I have journals, and then I have other sections that I just kind of know what they are. All in a notebook. I will end up having to change out the tabs, but I've got about 3 months plus about half of it's like notebook pages. So you may not have to change out the tabs, but if you are curious about how I would make a planner for cheap, here we go. This is what I have right here. So I pulled out a few different things. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a classic, a big, or both. So I have some old planner pages that I absolutely love in the 8.5 by 11 size or classic size. I have some, okay, where do I want to go here? I have Happy Planner. I have 2 different notebooks here. This is a newer notebook. It actually still has the tags or whatever you call those on. And then this is an older notebook from the sewing line last year, which I only have 1 tab in there, some random stuff, and some notebook pages, as well as some of my own notes. I also really like the color of this one. And I like that with notebooks, many times you can use the inside as well. Some planners you can too, but notebooks you typically can use the insides more. And then I also have another notebook here. It is a big, and I must have taken one of the tabs out. It's got a lot of notebook paper and 2 double-sided dashboard tabs. So that's something that I have here that we might play around with. Probably won't do all of those. But I also got this line from Joann's for very inexpensive. On regular price, it wasn't very much. I'm looking to see, somebody commented, and I don't remember. Is it Park Lane? I think it's Park Lane. This was at Joann's. They were on a really good price because, I don't know why this one was, but as you can see, they are dated way back when. However, these are undated planners. So I got these planners for super cheap. I honestly can't even remember how much they were, but they were really inexpensive. They're disc bound. They happen to have labeled monthly dashboard tabs. However, the month is not on either of them, on either side of them. So they can be used for a long time. And again, they're undated. So I've been able to use a lot of these for my wellness planner. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to kind of just figure that out. So there are a couple different options. What you could do is get one of these, you know, really cheap planners and use it. This was, I think it's an 18-month planner. And I've taken a couple months for my wellness planner out of it, because I really do love the colors and stuff of this one. So you could just buy a cheap planner like this, but if you want to have like a variety or do your own thing, or say go to my shop and get some weekly layouts for yourself and put your own thing in your planner, then this is probably a good way to do that. So what I would do, and I think I'm going to end up using this one, and maybe the big, but what you could do is you can buy a notebook. If you like the Happy Planner notebooks, you can buy the Happy Planner notebooks. I love that they'll usually make a notebook in the line that they came out with. So for example, like the fall line, they usually have a couple notebooks, at least one classic and one big. So I like to keep a note section, so I'm going to go ahead and leave this note section in here. And what I'm going to do is basically, hoping things don't fall over, I'm going to go ahead and take out, what month are we going into? February. I'm going to take February out, and we are going to build our planner. Now, you may or may not use or need these things. You may, like I said, have a planner of your own. Maybe you went to my shop or printed your own or made your own, and you can put that in as well. You'd print those up, put those in. Now I am basically all set up. So I don't know how long of a video this is going to be, but we've got February all set up here. You can put in a couple more months if you'd like. What I was going to show you as well, and I think I have some behind me here, is I have, let's see, so for example, say you really enjoyed something from my shop. I have a couple things here. So, and you wanted to go ahead and put those in as your planner or just part of it. I have notes, routines. I have a weekly spread here, and then it kind of just keeps going. There we go, for the month. So let's say I wanted to use that. You just print up your stuff. I love this one because, again, you're not like committed to using that monthly. And then if I don't want to use this weekly, I could plug this in. And if you don't like this, you could either sticker here and make it about something else, or you can paste this notes page to this page here. So when you flipped it over, you would be right into your ideal routine for the month, and goals and stuff. That's kind of what that is for me. And then you would have your weekly pages. So I feel like I have to say this because I might have somebody ask. If you are interested in this layout, it is on my shop. I'm not sure if it's exactly laid out like this with the lines and the space, but I do know that something like this is in my shop. It's under the dashboard planner. And then, you know, you might not, like I said, maybe you chose not to use the insides of the planner, and then you would go into your next month and you would build it from there. So you'd take from that same planner that I took the tab, the February tab and the monthly from, and you go ahead and fill it in with any more months that you'd like. I don't like going too far ahead because I do like to change things up. But if you know that you have a system that you want to stick with, and you maybe printed a planner that you bought online, or some PDFs that you printed out to try things, this is the perfect way to build a planner for cheap and see if you even like that layout. I have friends that will tell me, I don't really know if I want that layout, so I won't get it. Well, you know what? Check out my shop or other people's shops out there, because there's probably a layout out there that is very similar, and you can get it for maybe a couple dollars. You have it forever. You can print as many as you want, and you can see if that layout even works for you. And if it doesn't, it was just a couple dollars. You got to try it out. You now know that you shouldn't buy that $35 plus planner, and you can try something else. And this is a really easy way to create your own planner for cheap. I will say, you do need, if you want to try the disc-bound system, you do need some kind of planner punch. I got mine on a really good sale. It's been a while now, so I can't even say how much it was, but this is a big, so I can do classic, I can do the big, so 8.5 by 11, I can do the classic, I can do the mini, I can do anything on here because it's the biggest size. But I also did get a classic one that I keep downstairs. So that would be important. If you know that you are good with the disc-bound system, I would go ahead and invest in a punch. But other than that, like, you can make, if you have a punch, you can make anything fit into your planner because you are able to punch any piece of paper, honestly. And if you say you have a big, let's bring that big one out now. Oh, I don't want to mess everything up over here. Okay, say you have a big, which is honestly a lot easier when you're talking about printing things. You don't have to worry about cutting anything down, because with a classic size or anything smaller than 8.5 by 11, you would have to print that at a different scale. And I would just Google, like, for example, if you want a classic size, you Google, I could tell you what it is now, it's 85% about, but you would Google what size printing scale is the classic Happy Planner planner page, and it will tell you, I think it's around 85%. So when I go to print, I go to the scale part, and you're custom and scale it down to 85%. Well, if you have an 8.5 by 11 planner, or you don't even have to do, you can have a binder. You don't have to do that as bound, but it's so much easier to just print, right? So I did get a couple, where did I put those papers? I did get a couple of my older planners here too. So essentially you do the same thing. The only thing is I don't have an undated big Happy Planner big calendar. So again, you can find a basic calendar online for free even, but you can feel free to head over to my shop, or I'm sure there's tons, in Etsy, ton other planner shops. And then you can print and put in the pages that you want. You can put notebook pages in there, or use the notebook tab and just write out things and figure out what kind of system that you feel like you like. I would, when I started out, and sometimes I still do this, I draw things out and I use it that way for a week or two to see if I like that system. I know I'm not going to draw it out forever, but if I liked it, then I end up, going ahead and purchasing something that's similar to it. And then you have your whole, system. This is such a good system as well, because if you like to change things like me, building your own planner and just having a few months worth of what you're trying out is so nice. To me, it's just so nice. I don't feel committed and obligated to use it all year long, or like half of it's going to waste. It was cheap because notebooks are pretty much on sale. You can get them for like $8 or $9, maybe $11. And you are able to have a pretty cheap planner that is more your style, your way of planning, what works for you. And that's what I'm an advocate for in the planning world, is having a planner that works for you and basically helps you be productive and intentional in your life. So I was going to go ahead and show you that you could also put things that are a little bit smaller in there too. So say you didn't have an actual calendar system, you could, I thought about using this for my meal planning. I could put the month of February here. I've got an undated calendar, and then I've got days of the week. So that could be how I keep track of my events. And then this could be how, I do my weekly or whatnot. It's fun to play around with. And when you can find planners for cheap, like I did these, it's pretty awesome. This, like I said, could also go in any size. And since this one I didn't actually have a calendar for, it can go in here and be helpful in that way too. So just kind of having fun with it, making it like a little life journal for yourself for that season of your life, that month, whatever works for you. So I hope that this was fun for you guys to kind of see how I would maybe play around with different things that I have and make my own planner. I created my wellness planner with a notebook. All these tabs came with it. I bought some of these bookmarks or planner tabs, from a different line, and they were on sale through Happy Planner or probably Joann's or something. That is where I got them. And I've been loving making my own planners. So hit the like button if you like this kind of video. Let me know if this resonated with you, and if you got anything out of this. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments below. And have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.